What's up, everybody? Welcome to Fighters Only TV. I'm Gary Alexander. This is the prodigy, BJ Penn. BJ, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Yeah?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. First time I've seen you since the fight, actually.
Yeah. Besides yesterday.
Yeah, besides yesterday. Now, you changed your camp for, location for that last fight with Kenny Florian. Tell me how you felt during the fight as far as the results of that training camp.
I felt great. I felt great in the fight. I think it was a good thing for me to get out to California and kind of focus for a little bit, and then all the talent's right there, so you can just bring them in on a daily basis. So there's no problem bringing in talent to get some good work in, and the Marinovich brothers, they really helped me a lot and worked on my strength and conditioning, and I think we can surpass what we did in the last fight and hopefully improve.
If you could take away one thing from that camp and say that this was the main thing that I learned and took with me from that camp, the best thing that affected me for the Kenny Florian fight, what was that? Was it the conditioning? Was it the training partners? Was it being away from Hawaii for a short period of time to keep you driven and focused? What was it?
I think it was the conditioning. Yeah, I mean, I've been in condition before. I've trained like everyone else. I do my running, do my sprinting and training and stuff, but the Marinovich brothers, they got some good stuff in the strength and conditioning area.
So your conditioning was great. You seem to be taking your time through the fight. You seem to be pacing yourself and not coming out and just jumping on Kenny all at once. Were you pacing yourself during the fight? I know Rogan had made the comment a couple times that it looks like BJ may be gassing. How did you feel during the fight, and were you pacing yourself?
No, I felt great in the fight. It's the thing is, Kenny's a hard guy to fight because he's always running away. I mean, even when we were standing like this, if I'll just go like this with my fingers, he would run like 10 feet back, so you could never really fight with Kenny. He's not the kind of guy who wants to get in there and mix it up. He wants to try to stay on the outside and maybe hit you one time and run away, or even if you block it, he just wants it to look like he's doing something. He's staying busy, but really he's not really fighting, and that's what kind of made the fight take a little longer, and even when sometimes I would let him grab me just so I could kind of hit him, because you can't hit him. You kind of saw how Sakara was moving around on Talish when they were fighting, and he couldn't really get a good punch. That's what Kenny, I think, his kind of game plan. So it just took a while. It took a while, but you gotta respect Kenny and know that he's an experienced fighter and stuff. But I never got wobbled or like really rocked. So it's hard for me to tell. Yeah, and in a fight, everything just kind of feels the same.
But tell me what it was like on the ground with him. Obviously, two really good jiu-jitsu guys, especially in MMA and in jiu-jitsu in general. Tell me about what you felt on the ground when you guys hit the ground.
When we hit the ground, it was. It kind of just felt like when we trained before. Just like you could. I mean, he's good, but then you can get positions on him and you can do stuff to him. So. Yeah, but once we got on the ground, it kind of felt like how when we grappled years ago, actually.
Yeah. Did you want, in your mind, did you see this? I mean, obviously, every fighter pretty much sees every fight as a stoppage. Did you see it getting stopped on the ground, or did you see it getting stopped on your feet, or did you envision both?
Yeah, I just was gonna just take anything that came. I really had fun. I was really going into the cage that night just to have a good time, have fun, enjoy myself, and enjoy the fact that I was getting to represent my fans, where I'm from, and everything, and just just glad I was there. I was just happy to be there.
All right, let's move on and talk a little bit about your next fight, which the rumor is Diego Sanchez.
Mm-hmm.
If that's a fight that is presented to you, how do you feel about that fight? And is that fight happening? Do you know? Tell me what.
Yeah, as far as I know, the fight's happening, and we're just waiting for the date on it. We're just waiting for Dana to give us the word so we can get in training camp. So that's next.
Okay. Well, tell me a little bit about Diego. What does he bring to the table? Obviously, he's a good grappler, really good grappler. He's got cardio for days. He does a good job with every aspect of the fight game, I believe. Tell me what Diego presents to you as far as in your mind as a good fighter. What
he's explosive. He's in great shape. He's good at jiu-jitsu, and he knows his striking, and he's a good test. Definitely, there's no complaining about him being the #1 contender. He's a great fighter. So I don't know. That's it. I just gotta sit down and really take a look at what he does, and but I respect his skills for sure. He's good.
Are you going to take what you learned from the Marinovich brothers and take that to Hilo, or are you going to come back to California and really spend time with them?
For this next fight, we'll be up in California. I definitely see myself training in Hilo again to fight again, but for this next fight, we'll be up in California.
Very cool. Is there anything you want to say to the fans out there?
Just want to tell the fans that there's no better magazine in the world than Fighters Only, and don't forget to go to bjpenn.com.
bjpenn.com. You might even find me on there, right?
Might even find him on there.
Doing a rolling machine. All right, BJ, thanks, man.
Thank you.
Fighters Only TV, BJ Penn.
Just want to tell the fans that there's no better magazine in the world than Fighters Only, Fighters Only, Fighters Only, and don't forget to go to bjpenn.com.